The late 19th century, a period marked by rapid industrialization and technological advancements. Cities were bustling with activity, and the world was on the brink of a new era. A time of invention, a time of change. Factories were springing up and new machines were being created at an unprecedented rate. The spirit of innovation was in the air. Out of this era of innovation, a machine emerged, destined to reshape the world: the automobile. It was more than just a new mode of transport, it was a symbol of progress and human ingenuity. No longer would horses be the sole masters of transport. The age of the horse-drawn carriage was coming to an end, making way for a new era of mechanized travel. Karl Benz, a name synonymous with this revolution, unveiled his Benz patent motor wagon in 1886. This groundbreaking invention was the first of its kind, a true marvel of engineering. This wasn't just a carriage without a horse, it was a statement, a declaration that the future of transportation had arrived, and it was powered by an internal combustion engine. The future was here, and it moved on four wheels. People were both fascinated and skeptical, but there was no denying the impact of this new invention. These early machines, these horseless carriages, were spectacles. They captured the imagination of the public and sparked a new wave of curiosity and excitement. People lined the streets to gawk at them, marveling at their mechanics. The sight of a self-propelled vehicle was something truly extraordinary. But beyond the marvel, a competition was brewing. The race to perfect the automobile had begun, and inventors from all over the world were eager to make their mark. Inventors, tinkerers, dreamers, they all sought to prove their creation was superior. Each new design brought with it the promise of greater speed, reliability, and efficiency. Speed, reliability, these became the early battlegrounds. The quest for the perfect automobile was on, and it would change the world forever. 1894, Paris. The City of Lights was bustling with innovation and excitement. The streets were alive with the clatter of horse-drawn carriages and the hum of new ideas. It was a time of great change and even greater ambition. A date etched in motorsport's history. The event, a race, but not just any race. This was the dawn of a new era where the dream of horseless carriages was becoming a reality. The excitement was palpable as the city prepared for this groundbreaking event. Not just any race, but the first organized motor race, Paris to Rouen. This was a monumental challenge that would test the limits of human ingenuity and mechanical prowess. The starting line was a spectacle, with curious onlookers and eager participants. Organized by a newspaper, Le Petit Journal, the challenge was simple. Travel 126 kilometers showcasing your horseless carriage. The newspaper saw this as an opportunity to boost its readership and promote technological advancement. The goal wasn't just speed, it was about demonstrating reliability, ease of use, and affordability. The race was a proving ground for the future of transportation, where inventors and engineers could showcase their latest innovations. The race attracted a motley crew: steam-powered behemoths, sputtering petrol engines, and even electric contraptions, all vying for glory. Each vehicle represented a different vision of the future, and the competition was fierce. Even electric contraptions, all vying for glory. The diversity of the vehicles was a testament to the creativity and determination of the inventors. It was a race not just of speed, but of ideas and innovation. Names like Peugeot and Panhard et Levasseur emerged from the pack, their machines proving superior. These brands would go on to become legends in the automotive world. But it all started here, in this historic race. And while a steam car crossed the line first, it was disqualified, cementing the petrol engine's dominance. This moment marked the beginning of the end for steam-powered vehicles and the rise of the petrol engine, shaping the future of transportation for generations to come. The Paris to Rouen race ignited a fire. Across Europe, city-to-city races became all the rage. Paris-Bordeaux-Paris in 1895, a grueling 1,178-kilometer ordeal, captured the public's imagination. These races, however, were not for the faint of heart. Roads were treacherous, often little more than dirt paths. Mechanical failures were frequent, leaving drivers stranded. And safety? almost non-existent. Crashes were common, sometimes fatal, yet these pioneers persisted, pushing the limits of both man and machine. From this crucible of danger, motorsport began to take shape. Rules were drafted, technology improved, and the seeds of modern racing were sown. 1907, another landmark, the birth of Brooklands, the world's first purpose-built motor racing circuit. Located in England, Brooklands was a revelation. No longer would races be held on public roads, fraught with peril. This was a controlled environment designed for speed and spectacle. The impact was immediate. Brooklands, with its banked corners and smooth surface, allowed drivers to push their machines further, faster. Safety improved, and spectators could witness the spectacle without fear of a runaway car careening into the crowd. The era of the purpose-built racing circuit had arrived. Section 5. Daredevils and Dreamers. Behind the wheel of these early machines sat a special breed: pioneers, daredevils and visionaries. Men like Camille Jenatzy, the Red Devil who lived for speed, setting record after record. His rivalry with Louis Renault, another titan of the early days, captivated audiences. Then there was Émile Levasseur, an engineer and driver who understood that racing was about more than just speed. His innovations, particularly his work on the Panhard cars, helped shape the future of the automobile itself. These were the heroes of their time, pushing boundaries and inspiring generations to come. Section 6. Need for speed, breeding innovation, the drive for victory, the pursuit of speed. It pushed engineers to the limit. The internal combustion engine, the heart of these racing machines, underwent rapid development. Power outputs soared, efficiency increased, all thanks to the crucible of competition. But it wasn't just about raw power. Aerodynamics, a word barely understood in the early days, became increasingly important. Tires, brakes, suspension, every component was scrutinized, refined, and improved to gain an edge. The racing circuit became a test bed for technology that would eventually trickle down to everyday cars. Section 7. Gordon Bennett and the Indy 500. As racing matured, so too did its ambitions. The early 1900s were a time of rapid technological advancement and fierce competition. Automobiles were no longer just a novelty. They were becoming a symbol of progress and innovation. The races of this era were not just about winning. They were about proving the capabilities of these new machines and the skill of their drivers. The Gordon Bennett Cup, first held in 1900, emerged as the first truly international motor racing competition. Sponsored by James Gordon Bennett Jr., the publisher of the New York Herald, the race aimed to promote international goodwill and technological advancement. Each participating country was allowed to enter up to 3 cars, and the races were held on public roads, adding an element of unpredictability and excitement. Nations pitted their finest drivers and machines against each other, pushing the boundaries of speed and endurance. The races were grueling, often spanning hundreds of miles over rough and unpaved roads. Drivers had to be both skilled and brave, as the slightest mistake could lead to disaster. The Gordon Bennett Cup quickly became a prestigious event, attracting the best talent and the most advanced cars from around the world. And then there was the Indianapolis 500. Conceived by Carl G. Fisher, the Indy 500 was designed to be the ultimate test of speed and endurance. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway, with its long straightaways and challenging turns, provided the perfect venue for such a race. The track itself was an engineering marvel, featuring a surface made of over 3 million bricks, earning it the nickname the Brickyard. First held in 1911, the Indy 500 wasn't just about speed, it was about endurance. Drivers had to maintain high speeds for hours on end, navigating the track's challenging turns and dealing with the physical and mental strain of such a long race. The cars themselves had to be built to withstand the rigors of the race, with innovations in design and engineering playing a crucial role in their success. 500 miles, a true test of man and machine. The race quickly gained a reputation as one of the most challenging and prestigious events in motorsports. Winning the Indy 500 was a career-defining achievement, and the race attracted the best drivers and teams from around the world. The combination of speed, strategy, and endurance required to win made it a unique and thrilling spectacle. The inaugural race, won by Ray Haroun at an average speed of 74.6 miles per hour, cemented the Indy 500's place in motorsports history. Haroun's innovative use of a rear-view mirror, a first in racing, gave him a crucial advantage. His victory not only showcased the potential of new technologies, but also set the stage for the Indy 500 to become a cornerstone of American motorsport, a tradition that continues to this day. Section 8. The Rise of Le Mans. As the 20th century progressed, another iconic race emerged, one that would test not just speed and endurance, but also the resilience of both man and machine over an entire day. The 24 Hours of Le Mans, first held in 1923, was conceived by the Automobile Club de l'Ouest to challenge manufacturers to build cars that were not only fast, but also reliable. The race takes place on the Circuit de la Sarthe, a combination of public roads and dedicated racing sections, making it one of the most demanding tracks in the world. Le Mans became a proving ground for automotive innovation. The grueling 24-hour format pushed engineers to develop technologies that could withstand extreme conditions. It was here that advancements like disc brakes, aerodynamic designs, and fuel efficiency were tested and perfected. Winning Le Mans was about more than just crossing the finish line first. It was about demonstrating superior engineering and stamina. The race quickly gained a legendary status, attracting the best teams and drivers from around the globe. Icons like Bentley, Ferrari, and Porsche built their reputations on the tarmac of Le Mans. The stories of triumph and tragedy that unfolded on this track captured the hearts of fans and cemented Le Mans as a pinnacle of motorsport. One of the most memorable chapters in Le Mans history is the Ford versus Ferrari rivalry of the 1960s. Determined to dethrone Ferrari, which had dominated Le Mans, Henry Ford II launched an all-out assault with the Ford GT40. The battle reached its climax in 1966 when Ford achieved a historic 1-2-3 finish, forever altering the landscape of endurance racing. Le Mans continues to be a symbol of endurance, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The race's unique blend of speed, strategy, and sheer willpower ensures that it remains a cornerstone of motorsport, inspiring new generations of racers and engineers alike. Gap 3S, Section 9, From Tracks to Trendsetters. Motor racing's impact extended far beyond the track. It seeped into popular culture, capturing the imagination of millions. Newspapers chronicled the exploits of racing drivers, turning them into celebrities. Automakers, recognizing the power of this nascent sport, poured resources into racing teams. Victory on the track translated into sales in the showroom. Brands like Mercedes-Benz and Bugatti became synonymous with speed and success, their racing heritage a key part of their brand identity. The lines between motorsport and the automotive industry blurred, each fueling the other's growth. Section 8. From Tracks to Trendsetters. Motor racing's impact extended far beyond the track. It seeped into popular culture, capturing the imagination of millions. Newspapers chronicled the exploits of racing drivers, turning them into celebrities. Automakers, recognizing the power of this nascent sport, poured resources into racing teams. Victory on the track translated into sales in the showroom. Brands like Mercedes-Benz and Bugatti became synonymous with speed and success, their racing heritage a key part of their brand identity. The lines between motorsport and the automotive industry blurred, each fueling the other's growth.